5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff.
This rocket that you're seeing has 60 satellites inside it, and it's going to space. These satellites are part of Elon Musk's Starlink. In the next decades, Elon Musk wants to put 42,000 of these satellites in space. These 42,000 satellites are 15 times the active satellites in space right now. All kinds of satellites. But Elon Musk's satellites are only good for one thing. He wants to give the whole world satellite internet. These things you see are satellites stacked on top of each other in a rocket. If you count it, it's 30 on this side and 30 on the other side. When they get to space, they will open up and go to their orbit. The reason for these satellites is that to give everybody on Earth fast internet with zero issues. Even though it's a really interesting idea, it has its problems. NASA says this many satellites in space is gonna occupy too much space around the atmosphere, and it's gonna cause too much space junk to build up. And you should know, more than half the Earth's population doesn't have access to the internet, and unfortunately, they will not get access to internet because a lot of countries don't even have the foundation to have internet in it, and it's not even close that people can actually afford it and use the internet. But Elon Musk's idea is that he wants to give internet to the places that really need it, like the blind spots that you can find in every country, even countries like the US, Canada, Australia, and Europe. This is the US map. The yellow and red, there is internet, but the white and gray doesn't have access to fast internet and has to connect to the old satellites. But current satellite internets are extremely slow and annoying. You could say the white spots doesn't really have good internet at all. And the main reason for that is the satellites for this internet are extremely far from Earth, and there are not a lot of them. But Elon Musk wants to cover the whole Earth like a fence, so this internet is available in every corner of Earth. And not just any internet, fast, reliable internet. The reason the current satellite internet is so far from Earth is to cover a lot of areas. But Elon Musk wants to put the satellites extremely close to Earth. Starlink is going to be so powerful that you will not find a spot where this internet is not accessible. Until now, there have been about 700 satellites sent to space, and Elon Musk says until the next 5 years, we're going to turn that number to 12,000, and in the end, it's going to be about 42,000 satellites. Elon Musk says the people of the world pay $1 trillion a year for internet access, so our job is worth it. Like we said, these satellites are going to be close to Earth, meaning around 350 to 400 kilometers away. Pretty much where the ISS is orbiting. And you should also know, the old satellites around Earth are around 35,000 kilometers away from us. And that is why the internet is extremely slow with these machines. Like we said, the satellites are sent like this and released into space like this. They open up and go into their orbit. When they get to their orbit, they connect to each other via laser, and they all work together. A lot of people might think that Elon Musk is gonna do all this work for free, but he's a businessman. If there's no money in it, he's not gonna do it. Whoever wants to get Starlink internet, they first have to buy this dish, which comes with a router. This equipment costs about $500. Then you will have to pay a monthly fee of $100. In this case, you have access to extremely fast, reliable internet. Don't you guys think it's a little expensive? But Elon Musk says this internet is so fast, it's completely worth it. But Elon Musk doesn't talk about people like India that can't afford internet. How are they gonna buy it? They can't even buy the regular cheap internet India provides. This is the list of the countries that has the highest number of people not connected to the internet. The number one country is India, and it has the most people not connected. Then we have China, Pakistan, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Ethiopia, Congo, Brazil, and Egypt. Don't think there's internet everywhere in the world. Like we said earlier, 4.5 billion people don't have access to it. Starlink might have thought of this idea as well and has a plan for countries like that. But you know what else is interesting? Elon Musk has found some competitors now. As you guys know, when there's money in anything, competitors rise up and compete. These are the competitors to Starlink now. Amazon, OneWeb, and China's Hongjin. These guys want to do the same project and send their own satellites to space. Just imagine what the Earth will look like. NASA has told SpaceX to not send so many satellites to space. NASA says this puts a huge risk into going space when there's so many satellites in the way. You know what's a bigger problem with this many satellites? It's when they start to retire and they turn into space trash. And at that point, they're just gonna be chilling in space, and it's gonna cause a lot of problems for other satellites and people trying to go to space. $500 for equipment and $100 a month. What do you guys think? You think it will be successful? Please comment.